instructor for this course on AP Computer Science A. This course will cover all the topics you need to know for your AP Computer Science A exam and will provide you with the comprehensive knowledge of the Java programming language. So without any further ado, let's begin. For our first video in the course, we will discuss why we use the Java programming language. More specifically, we will see some advantages of the Java programming language. Then, we will move on to making our first program in Java. And later, we will see the two print statements in Java. So why do we use the Java language? Well, there are multiple reasons. First, Java is a platform independent language. What we mean by that is that we can run the source code written on one platform on any other platform as well. This brings us to the second point, the unique compilation process. Java, unlike any other programming language, uses a two-step process to compile its programs. First, the Java compiler converts the source code into a unique platform-independent bytecode, which then gets converted into the platform-specific code called the machine code by the Java virtual machine, which is abbreviated as JVM. This unique process of compilation of Java programs enables Java to be a platform-independent language. The third point which makes Java unique is the object-oriented design of the programs, which consists of classes and objects, the pillars of object-oriented programming. Now we'll create our first program in Java. Our first program will be called Hello, whose sole purpose will be to print Hello World. We'll begin by creating a class called Hello. You can name it whatever you like, as long as you follow the following rules. It must not be a reserved Java keyword, such as public, void, this, class, final, so on and so forth. It must not contain a blank space. It must not start with a number. It must not have any special character other than underscore and the dollar symbol. The rules for naming any other identifier, such as variable name or function name, are also the same. We'll learn more about variables and functions in upcoming classes. We'll also write the statement import java.util.system. What this does is it imports Java's inbuilt classes, which we can use at our disposal, in this case for printing Hello World. We then create a function called the main function. We'll get to the details of specifying functions in future videos. Notice that the class contents are enclosed in parentheses, and so are the main function's contents. Parentheses are important parts of the Java programming language, and missing a parenthesis can cause error in the compilation process. Now that everything is ready, we'll write our print statement as follows. System.out.println, open parentheses, hello world in inverted commas, close parentheses, and semicolon. If we compile this and run it, we'll get our desired output in the terminal window. Also, note that each statement in Java, except the declaration of classes, functions, looping control structures, or conditional control structures, has a semicolon at the end of it. Now that we have seen how to print Hello World, we'll explore two different print statements in Java, system.out.print and system.out.println. The only difference between these two statements is that print does not change the cursor line, while println changes the cursor line. For future reference, from now on, I'll refer to both of these statements as SOP and SOPLN statements respectively. To demonstrate this, we'll compare the following two codes. SOP, open parentheses, hello, close parentheses, semicolon, next line SOP, open parentheses, world, close parentheses, and SOPLN, open parentheses, hello, close parentheses, semicolon, next line, SOPLN, open parentheses, world, close parentheses, and semicolon. When we compile and run both these programs, we can clearly observe the difference in the output. While the SOP statement has printed everything in one line, the SOPLN statement has changed the line after hello and has printed world in the next line. Now that we have seen the two print statements in Java, we'll move on to seeing something called string literals in Java. In simple words, string literals are any combination of characters. These characters may be alphabets, digits, or some special symbols. String values are always enclosed within double quotes. Now we'll look at how we can create and store a string literal by creating something known as a variable. To declare a variable, we'll use the following syntax. First comes the data type. In Java, we have multiple data types, which we'll see in the next module. For now, we are only concerned with the string data type. The variable name follows the data type. Recall that in the last video, we saw the naming conventions for identifiers, including variables. This is the first line of code to declare a variable. As always, we'll end the line with a semicolon. In the next line, we'll assign a value enclosed in double quotes to the variable we created using the equal sign. This two-step process can also be reduced to a single-step process by assigning the value to the variable at the time of variable declaration. And that is how you declare a variable in Java and assign it a value. Now that we know how to initialize variables, we may directly print variables. To do so, we must directly write the name of the variable we wish to output without any double quotes. If we make the mistake of using double quotes, the output we get will simply be the variable's name and not the value stored in it. To recognize such potential errors, I urge you to try this as an additional activity. In the next module, we'll see other data types in Java. That was all for this video. See you in the next video.